Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge Reviews.
Welcome to Rewind Review. So, in the week of June 10th, I did some reviews of 2012, and I'd like to share those with you and kind of give you a quick update on what I think about those games and what was reviewed that day. We have Sentinels of the Multiverse. Now, this was back when the first edition was out. I reviewed that in a written review on BGG, and since then, my decision at the time was I'm going to purge it to buy the second edition, which I did. And now there's all kinds of stuff for this. This game has blown up, and in a really good way. It deserves to do so. It's one of the best comic book games out there. In this one, which is a little bit unique actually, you get to play as one superhero as opposed to playing a team of superheroes. And you and the players each pick a superhero and fight against a common bad guy. So it's cooperative. This is one that if you like card play, if you like the superhero theme, I'm going to tell you to definitely just purchase this game. This is one of those classics to me that most people really like. It's fairly easy to play. It's not very complicated. And I think that you'll enjoy this one a lot. I believe that everything out is out. The game is done, which kind of gives you an ending point. But there's so many different bad guys and environments and good guys and mixtures and combinations. This is a really fun one. So start with the base game and check out Sentinels of the Multiverse. Archaeology, the card game, was the first one that I reviewed. Now, this has been updated with a new version with, I heard, better art. I have the old version, but it's a little card game that I think does a fairly good job of showing you what an archaeologist would do. This is a very, very fun little card game. It can be had very, very cheaply, and I would recommend this one to you. Track this one down and check it out. And this one has been able to stand the test of time, which is rare with a lot of games. So check out Archaeology, the card game. The next game is Confusion, Espionage and Deception in the Cold War. Now this game is kind of like Stratego for gamers. It's a slow burn. It's not something that's going to excite you. It's just for 2 players. And it has super nice components put out by Stronghold Games. This game is very beautiful for what it is. It's an abstract game, and I think this is going to hit a certain crowd. So if this sounds like something that you would like, I would say go ahead and purchase it or try it out. Otherwise, I think some of us will steer clear of this. But it's just one of those games that when you look at it, you kind of know if you like it. Now, if you're going to play Stratego with somebody, I would probably say stop doing that and play this instead. So this would probably replace Stratego for me. Go ahead and check this one out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. The next game is Godzilla Kaiju World Wars. This is more of a toy. So this is something that you're going to play with like your son or your daughter and just kind of knock down buildings and crash things. It had the unfortunate wherewithal being compared to King of Tokyo, so it's not as good as that. This is something different. I gave it a pretty bad review at first, but with time, I think there's a place for this. Play it with the children, just have some fun and knock some stuff over, as opposed to being more of a strategic game. Now, this is kind of like Rampage the game. Now, not Rampage the flicking game, but kind of Rampage the game. You're just going around, you're beating other people up, and you're knocking down buildings. And that can be a lot of fun. And if you're not worried about strategy or those kind of things, and you just want to play something, well, a lot of times I do with my children, then the game can be a lot of fun. And I think that hits the mark here, what we're trying to get through this game. So I'm going to recommend this if you want to play this a family-style game, or maybe with children or just your buddies and have some fun knocking things down. Otherwise, you're going to pass. This is not going to be the main event for an evening. Oreo Go, O-R-I-G-O. It's this little abstract shielding game. You attack by putting the shields down. You kind of count those up. This is not the sort of game that I like. I'm not the target audience for this, and I didn't enjoy it. And I don't think I would put it back to the table. With that said, I do think some people will like this. It's one of those forgotten little games that came out. But I would definitely say try this one out. There's a lot of these kind of area control games out there. Barony just came out. I mean, there's a lot of these. Explorers of the North Sea. Try this out before you buy it. Check it out. See if it's something that will fit in your collection. It is not an instant buy to me. Fire Bulls is a little light card game. If it can be found cheap, it's probably worth it. My review before was the Purge. It just didn't leave any kind of discernible mark on me. If you find it cheap somewhere, definitely pick it up. There's a small game here, and it can be played in 15 minutes or less, which is nice. But it wasn't anything that made me keep coming back to it. So for me, this would say Purge, and I probably wouldn't even bother with this one in the future. There's so many good little card games out there, or good little games in general out there. This isn't one that would shape the course of time for me. So go ahead and pass this one by. Thank you for watching the Rewind review. I hope you've enjoyed watching me update a little bit on these and see how they stood the test of time versus just a one-time review. If you like this channel and you like this video, please subscribe to it. It really does help out the channel, and I appreciate you watching this. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon at the Purge Reviews.